gone to the nunnery. I was a nun. I just make constant nun pun jokes.
Welcome to the Maximum Chillage podcast. My name is Chewy Sanchez. With me, as always,
I'm Tiki Mike.
and as always, please follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, Twitter, not Facebook, and now definitely not Tumblr because Michael can't post his nudes on there, and we'll get to that today.
Hey, a loss for you if you never checked it out.
We're going to talk about PETA today. They have some interesting stuff.
Oh, I was thinking about bringing that up.
We're going to bring it up.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Tumblr banning nudes, all nude posts. Tumblr's banning it. Netflix is deciding to keep Friends, and I just want to have an open discussion about that. And as always, we got to talk festivities. It's Christmas right now, Christmas spirit. We got to talk about it. And we have a Tiki Mike exclusive. He now has his marijuana card, and we're going to get to that. All right, so PETA made the news yesterday. And it's funny because when CNN and Don Lemon are ripping on PETA, it's got to be pretty bad. PETA had changed their name on Twitter to PETA, bringing home the bagels, since 1980. In a post that they posted on 12/4 at 1:23 p.m., it says, "Words matter. And as our understanding of social justice evolves, our language evolves along with it. Here's how to remove speciesism from your daily conversation. Stop using anti-animal language. Instead of kill two birds with one stone, say feed two birds with one scone. Instead of be the guinea pig, say be the test tube. Instead of beat a dead horse, say feed a fed horse. Instead of bringing home the bacon, say bringing home the bagels. Instead of taking the bull by the horns, say take the flower by the thorns, rather." And the reason why I want to bring this up is because we're both non-meat eaters, and I think we can both agree that this is bullshit, for lack of a better word.
You know what my biggest gripe with all of that is?
What?
The horse one. Why would you feed a fed horse? The horse has been fed.
It makes no sense. That's what,
yeah.
it says stop doing that. That's what beating a dead horse is all about. Just stop doing that.
Oh yeah, actually that does make
There's
sense.
no reason to keep beating a dead horse.
When I'm at my neurons are not firing.
Michael
at a
is
fast
sick,
pace
by the
right
way.
now. I've got the suds.
He just decides to show up to my house sick. He knows how much of a germaphobe I am. He just decides to just show up sick. That's neither here nor there. Well, we won't stray too far off of this. But when I'm at work and I'm in sales, and there's a guy that I'm trying to get to buy, there's no reason in beating the dead horse of calling him 3 times when I've already called him twice and he doesn't express interest.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, "Oh, I better stop feeding that fed horse." I mean, I feel like if I was a simple country person, that would work. Well, I better stop feeding that fed horse.
Give 2 birds a scone?
Instead of killing 2 birds with one stone,
Yeah.
feed 2 birds with one scone.
What a cheap bastard. You don't have another scone?
Or you can just break the stone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's not get into the the technicals of it.
The big gripe is that, this is part of my whole thing about the softening minds of...
But if it's not like it's a new thing. 10 years ago, we were going to Warped Tour and PETA had the same kind of not your nuggets stickers and stuff. It's not like they're new.
Why are you eating chicken periods? Referring to eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, I
always had a PETA
man.
sticker pack at Warped Tour.
I do not like PETA's tactics, man, of, live and let live, and, I guess that should be their campaign, live and let live, but, not being all fucking douchey about it and guilting people.
I've honestly never thought of it. As a person who doesn't eat meat,
yeah,
like bringing home the bacon, it's never really meant.
It's
not been literal. Even if it was literal, I am an avid fan of veggie bacon, so I could still bring home. And that's just expensive.
You know what? It's like at the
right
vegan...
now, Katie's the one who brings home the veggie bacon. It's just expensive.
Okay, remember the vegan restaurant that we have frequented for 10 years
I don't want
now.
to bash them.
I'm not bashing them.
Okay.
But I will. I'll bash one thing. I actually just saw him like 2 days ago. He says he sees you in there. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, I go on my lunch break.
But I'm available for lunches. Anyways, he
shout out to the Loving Hut.
The Loving Hut, their menu had changed at one point because they were also trying to change their language and how they use things. Instead of saying happy burger, it said protein instead. And then it got too confusing where it was like, somebody who's just trying it out and doesn't know what the fuck any of this is.
He does not like you if you don't know what it is.
And they're like, wait, protein? Like, what does that mean?
You can still order a burger, though. A veggie burger.
Yeah.
I mean, I shout out to Black Bear Diner. They have the Impossible Burger now. It's actually pretty okay.
But for vegetarians?
Yeah, it's called the Impossible Burger. It's like it's a pea protein isolate burger that is supposed to almost, as good as you can get it, replicate meat. It's kind of weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's like the real burger or whatever.
I don't know what the other one is. Impossible. And then
there's like 3 separate ones that are
Beyond Burger. Actually, I think they shared the Beyond Burger.
Beyond Burger. Yeah. And where they even use like beet juice to kind of give a little bit of a bloody
fake chicken a lot.
Uh-huh.
I have no problem referring to it as chicken.
As fake chicken?
I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not real. It's really just...
It's a point of reference.
If you want to get fucking literal, it's just, I think, wheat protein. So I can just be like, I'm going to make some wheat protein. Doesn't sound very appetizing. That's weird that the chicken actually sounds more appetizing than what it actually is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to change it.
I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, dude, do not.
Okay, I'm trying not to.
Do not.
If there's any awkward pauses, I'm just letting you know that it's because I'm avoiding sneezing.
I don't need you to get me sick, dude. I've been avoiding it. Usually I get sick every year in October.
Yeah.
Every year.
Uh-huh.
But this year, I chalked it up to not being around the general public for my job.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just in a contained bubble. And whenever somebody comes to work, we chastise them till they go home. What the fuck are you doing here? Do you not care about us? And then they just go home.
Care about bringing home the bacon, Chewy.
That's true. You use some sick days for that. You don't got sick days?
I do.
You're sick today.
I like the payout if I don't use the sick time at the year mark. I just I look forward to that because I don't make a huge amount of money, Chewy. So when I get the payout, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll use this for some dumb shit. And I don't feel as guilty buying dumb shit when I have something like that where it's like, well, I didn't actually even, earn this. This is all just bonus. It's not really bonus, but, in my mind, I'm making it a bonus.
You are sudsy.
Oh, yeah.
So let's end this little thing right here. What you're feeling on the PETA tweet?
Oh, it's fucking stupid, dude. If anything, that just angers the other culture that they're trying to guilt into joining them. Like just be a fucking human being and
I think
like
PETA's
realize
good for changing the minds of high school seniors for about 2 months a year.
Yeah. I mean, everybody back then at the Warped Tour saw that PETA shit, and a lot of them were vegetarian for a week to 2 months, and dabbled in it every now and then.
I have to say, though, I think it kind of worked, though. Because if you think about it, I haven't been eating meat since probably like 2006-ish.
Uh-huh.
And around that time is when we were going to these concerts where PETA was always at. It is very fashionable to not eat meat these days.
Yeah.
And I don't know, could you attribute it to them fucking being out there spending millions of dollars on...
I don't know, man. And then getting all these celebrity endorsements over the years. And I don't know, dude. Would you attribute your vegetarianism
No, I attribute it to you.
Okay.
And Anthony Zavala for calling me out saying that I couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. Yours has just been about spite.
Let me explain it. I want to explain it right now. I guess I've never explained it to the people who listen to this podcast. So, when I was in high school, I was in a band with a guy named Anthony Zavala. I'll name and drop him because I'm not talking shit. He'll say it's true. He said that he was going to become vegan. And I said, well, you know what?
Guy.
If you are vegan, I will be vegetarian twice as long that you are vegan. And he's like, fine, bet's on.
This motherfucker. I would, and he denies it to this day, but he was a huge fan of Davey Havok, so it's the only reason why he was, wanting to go vegan.
AFI tickets in Sacramento this weekend are going for $100 each.
Oh shit!
You can see Elton John for that price.
Yeah, cool.
Keep going.
I think Nestor's going to that, actually.
Good for him. I mean,
yeah.
Would expect nothing less from the nasty.
So this guy wanted to try and dabble in veganism, and he'd be on his lunch break or from high school, like coming back. He was a senior, so he was able to leave campus for lunch, and he'd come and he'd have fucking Taco Bell, and I'd be like, what the fuck is that? And then he'd be like, well, it's actually not really beef. And they said that's not true. And then he went on this whole thing. I don't know where that myth came from about
there was a
Taco
myth
Bell
in high school
beef.
that Taco Bell's beef was actually just soy,
and the same thing with
which is
with
true.
Jack in the Box. It's
to
like a
extent.
10-12% soy.
They add. It's called additives.
Yeah, it's a
all
filler.
All the fucking cheap meats have it. It's because they're not going to give you pure meat because they don't have the money. You think you're going to get $1, a 79-cent crunchy taco with pure ground beef?
Yeah.
No, you're an idiot.
So then he went on to later explain that he was like vegan Mondays, Wednesdays, and fucking vegetarian Tuesdays, Thursdays, and like
flexitarian
meat. Yeah, on Fridays.
Because
or some
of this
bullshit.
man in high school, I decided to do it.
Are we talking shit now?
No,
Oh,
but
okay. Well, Anthony, in the heart of hearts that was true.
either I didn't. I don't know. I'm just explaining to myself. So he was done in 2 weeks. He was done, and I just decided to keep going with it because at the time I was running the stairs at the stadium, and I was trying to get really fit. With shout out to Ben Pena. I was noticing that it was a lot easier to lose weight if I wasn't eating meat. I was losing weight really quicker than I ever had. I could also attribute that to being 17. But I was like, well, you know what? I can't go back to eating meat because I know what I'm going to do. I'll walk my ass right over to McDonald's and get the $1 fucking cheeseburgers. And I still think that to this day. It's like a withdrawal thing. Like, I have no qualms against eating meat. In fact, I might have started a long time ago if it wasn't for the fact that I know that I will go to any fast food restaurant and eat copious amounts of burgers and get even larger than I already am. And I don't need that in my life. I'm trying to just
exist.
I don't want to. I know what
you don't want to add on.
I know what my body is capable of. It's capable of holding hundreds of pounds. I am built to be a fat man. And every day is a struggle to fight against that. It's very hard.
I know that game.
But so that's why I'm a vegetarian. Or I'm actually not a vegetarian. Set the record straight. I'm a pescatarian. I eat fish. I can't give up shrimp. I'm sorry. Those little fuckers are delicious. Let's move subjects here. Tumblr. On December 17th, Tumblr's ban on all adult content will go into effect, meaning that...
Oh, I'm lightheaded. Ooh, that's a better high than I've had in a very long time.
Continuing. Meaning that all the pictures, GIFs, and videos that feature erotic content will be removed from the site. In the future, ongoing moderation duties will be handled by automated software and decided by humans.
Will pizza and skis be affected?
I haven't checked on that in a long time, but I don't think there was any nudity on it.
There wasn't?
I don't think so. Pepperoni and Steez was a Tumblr that I ran. Pepperoni and Steez was a Tumblr that I ran many, many years ago that featured 2 of my favorite things. 3 of my favorite things.
Oh, yeah.
Women, skateboarding, and pizza. So there was a lot of reposts of girls skateboarding, girls eating pizza, pizza by itself, or sometimes, on the rare occasion, all 3 at once. And I actually have plans for that. I'm keeping that name. I hope nobody steals it. Oh, fuck, dude. Somebody's going to steal it. I want that to be my strip club pizza place. Pepperoni and Steez.
Chewy has been talking for years about owning a strip club pizza buffet.
Imagine this. You go to this place. It's the size of maybe a Walgreens. Yeah, let's say a Walgreens.
That's pretty big for...
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a restaurant and a strip club, man. To the right is a full-service pizza place where the pizza is very top-notch, like the highest quality. I might hire a little Giuseppe man to work there and bring his family's recipe.
Sounds questionably racist. I'll let it slide, though.
All right. Well, I'm shouting out to that guy. There's a guy in Merced. I think his name is Mike. Old little man. He works at Pizza Villa. I can't remember his actual name. I'm sorry if I'm ruining this. He's got a fucking bad hump, dude.
Oh, yeah. Like a hunchback?
A hunchback.
Quasimodo?
It's just like one of those things that happens when you're
Anybody
older.
just yell out, "Hey, Quasi!
No.
Get that mozzarella off the shelf."
Nobody's rude to him. I think he owns the shop.
Hey, Quasi!
He's like 90 years old. And he's still over there being the master pizza guy. He's the only one who touches the brick oven.
Oh, really?
He's the only guy. All the other jits are out there fucking pouring ranches and filling Parmesan graters and taking the money.
Wow.
This guy, every time I see him, he's in a different Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, I dig his aesthetic, dude.
Fucking moving those pizzas in there, making sure they don't burn. Making sure they cooked evenly.
I dig that aesthetic, man.
I'm looking for that man.
I'm looking for that lifestyle. Is what I'm looking for.
I would be. You would be the first person I would call on to. You're the only person I know with pizza experience, having worked in the Costco food court.
Oh, I was just in that food court like last week.
I think everybody's
It's
sick.
probably where I got sick.
Oh my god!
Tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's handling all that dirty ass
Yeah,
money.
you know, no, actually, I was just on the oven the whole fucking time. What sucked is that I was in, one of those. I had a long sleeve thermal on, because I thought I was going to be at the door where it's fucking cold, and so I had a long sleeve thermal.
I was actually just
and
at
then
Costco,
over
and
that,
I was realizing how warm the door actually was.
Nah, man.
They had like this heater on just the door.
Yeah, no, well, no. It's not. It's not hot. It blows cold air all the time. Like it's hot, and then a gust of wind will come through.
We'll talk about that later.
And all you do is get the fucking cold.
Costco
man.
during the holidays.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
nothing like it.
I was just on the fucking oven, just sweating, and that's probably where I got sick.
Well, you can't sweat on my company's pizza when it comes out.
Dude, don't you know? Have you not seen the manager at one of our two locations of Me and Ed's?
Yeah,
I won't say which one.
I won't say his name either, but he's a hefty man.
He regularly sweats into that pizza,
and honestly,
adding the salt factor that makes that pizza delicious.
Honestly,
man.
Dude, that's the love.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
If he's not making my pizza, I don't want it. I don't want it. I know he sweats into it. I see it.
Actually, I usually go to the other Me and Ed's.
No. I go to his Me and Ed's only.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know what it is about that place. Maybe I feel like I wait longer over there.
I don't know.
It's busier.
So that's my idea. Pepperoni and Steez. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about my pie. I'm a big pie fan.
Whoa. Whoa.
But Tumblr banning adult content. We had some people on our Instagram tell us how they felt about it. The consensus was nobody was a fan of it. And everybody was saying, everybody who decided to reply, is that's where they went for pornographic content.
I've never understood. I didn't, I knew that there was a lot of sketchiness on Tumblr, but I've never gone out of my way to go seek it out. I've never looked for it on Tumblr.
So Tumblr is a curious thing if you're not familiar with it. It's a website that anybody can start a Tumblr. It's basically just like a blog spot, and you put whatever you want on it. And if you want to have a Tumblr purely based on soccer, you can just repost soccer stuff. If you want to have one purely based on your bronyism, you can have it all about being a brony. But there's a lot of people who have niche fetishes, so they'll have big boob Tumblrs, big ass Tumblrs. It's just everything that you want on Tumblr is there. Also, a lot of cam models will use Tumblr as their kind of like free stamps area, where they'll have a link to where you can buy it up top, which a lot of what did you call them? Sex workers, I guess. So they call themselves.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, premium account holders.
They are complaining about this because it's gonna directly affect how they make money. So you don't really have a stance on it or anything?
Well, I mean, I never even knew of its existence, really. So I can't really have a stance
I think
on
that's the only reason it still existed.
Tumblr in general?
Yeah.
No, I think it exists because there's an army of 14-year-olds that are obsessed with the Columbine shooters and the Night
there's
Stalker.
those too. Yeah, you can go
the whole
find all the true crime stuff.
You know, the true crime community is a cesspool of fucking weirdos, and I thought that was the only thing keeping Tumblr up. That and social justice warriors and the, Pepe Frog, trolls also seem to use Tumblr a lot. I thought
a lot of alt-right stuff on there.
Yeah, people that usually use 4chan and use alt-right stuff, but they're on Tumblr even though they use the words like Tumblrina all the time and as an insult, but they're obviously stalking these other pages to have, ammunition to, talk about. But yeah, I don't know,
basement
man.
dwellers. A lot of basement dwellers.
I thought there was a lot of basement dwelling, which, also would explain the niche fetish stuff. But yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't know that there was, a lot out there on Tumblr being used like that. So, I guess I missed out on
I feel like we
on
should
the
have had a
party,
Tumblr.
man.
That would have been. I think we missed out on that. I feel like Tumblr's going to be dead after this.
You think so?
People are all talking like it is. The consensus online, I didn't see anybody saying, good, thanks for cleaning it up. Apparently there's a lot of child porn on there.
Oh.
Is what led to this. And I saw an article saying that the reason why they decided to ban all adult content is because Verizon wouldn't do any sponsorship or any advertisements on their page if they continued to have adult content.
Hey, how did Tumblr make money? I don't remember there being advertisements.
I don't think back in the day, I don't think I remember seeing a lot of them. These days, if you scroll through it, you see there's a lot of...
it's like peppered throughout somebody's profile?
No, so you have a feed, basically, of everything that you like.
Oh, okay.
You swipe through it, and you'll see Ashley Home Furnishing is having a...
You see, because I never had an account, so I didn't have a feed. I guess I would just go to people's specific Tumblrs.
Yeah, no, it wasn't on specific Tumblrs. It was just on your feed, and it would...
okay.
And then it's just the random shit. Like, right now, I'm in the market for a car, so there's like, this car is fucking...
For sure.
Whatever.
You see, back then, I think I looked at Tumblr, because you had 2 pages back then. I think I don't know. There was something with Chewbacca on there.
That was my regular.
That was your regular Tumblr. Yeah, and then Miguel had a Tumblr. I checked his shit out once.
Does he still have a Tumblr?
I think he does. And yeah, so
I think he was doing really well on there, right?
On there, I think he does have a lot of followers on there.
He regularly updates it.
Yeah. But I've never. Yeah,
Miguel, we'd like to know how you feel about the pornography ban. Will it kill
Miguel,
the website?
Leave a comment, and maybe we'll talk about that. By the way, he I should shout out his at Miguel Flores Art 89, I believe, on the Instagrams if you want to check out his shit. But he's a Tumblr expert, so DM him.
Check it out.
Send him the nudes since he won't be getting nudes from Tumblr.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about, speaking of basement dwellers.
Yeah.
Friends. That's a big controversy right now. Friends are being taken off.
I didn't understand what that was. I was just scrolling through the internet. It was on a page that said something like, "Will Netflix keep Friends?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Friends was going to be taken off of the internet. It's costing them like some odd $1 million to keep it on.
It's an expensive
rights.
program,
yeah. And because people want it. To me, well, one, I'm going to be straight up, I'm not a Friends fan. Yeah. Never have been, never will be, don't see the point in it. It's kind of like another Parks and Rec to me, where I don't really see how everybody likes it so much. Like, yeah, I've seen the funny clips here and there on the internet. They make good reaction videos and stuff. But being a full episode, I just remember it being very fucking boring. I'd rather watch Frasier at the time.
Oh, but Frasier's fucking great.
Frasier is great.
I actually just watched Frasier
Seattle
last night.
just got an NHL team, and they are taking, everybody's guessing what the name will be. And somebody said, the Seattle Frasier Cranes. And I thought that would be great.
It should be the Seattle Cranes.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's great marketing. The Seattle Cranes.
Yeah.
But everybody's...
I just want some tossed salad and scrambled eggs. Have you ever thought about that? How weird of a combination that would be? A tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
So if you don't know what he's talking about, at the end of the show, he says, "I don't know what to do with this tossed salad and scrambled eggs." They're calling it again. He has a radio show where he's a psychiatrist. The tossed salad and scrambled eggs are the nuts that call into his show.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I would have never understood that till today.
That's what it is.
Today years old, understanding.
Frasier exposed.
Yeah. Wow. I never understood that reference in the song.
That's why he says that they're calling again.
Oh,
because he has that.
Again.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs all over my face.
What is a boy
What
to do?
is a boy to do?
So I don't understand why people are so angry about Friends. To me,
well, a lot of people are super passionate about that show.
That's great.
You know,
you've seen it though.
Yeah.
Do you need to watch it over and over and over
again?
How
many times I've rewatched The Office?
How many times?
I don't know, like a good 4 or 5.
That's another show that people cry about when they're taking it off. But to me, as an avid consumer of Netflix, if there's no more room for new shit, I need new shit. Like, there's so much stuff on there, but I don't feel like any of it's good.
No, I don't know. There's actually a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of Netflix originals that I feel like nobody talks about that I think are actually pretty good. But I don't know, man. I would like them maybe to see them release Friends so that they can afford new programming.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess. But
or create new Netflix originals.
Yeah.
I always want to watch something new.
I did try to watch Friends all the way, to and from.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got up to like season 5 or 6, and it's just been there. I actually, I'm not a huge fan of Friends. I did watch it a couple times, in my little block of TV in high school, like of fucking. I mean, I was watching fucking Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know how many times, and I was.
That's a better show than Friends.
It is. Well, I like it, I guess.
Ray Romano is an unsung hero.
Dude, have you ever seen him in like dramatic roles?
Yeah.
He's actually really good.
He's very good.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's actually in that show that I was watching, Parenthood.
Oh, okay.
He plays an autistic photographer.
Oh, interesting.
And he's fucking great.
No,
because I feel like it's just Ray Romano. That's why. It's just his real nature.
Yeah.
What else did I see him in? He was in who's the guy with the podcast? He's really complainy. Mark Maron.
Oh,
he was on the Mark Maron show.
Oh, okay.
As himself being an asshole.
Yeah.
And I loved it. He does a great job at playing himself.
I like, I do like when actors play themselves, but like just a dick asshole version. Like
Michael Cera in This Is the End.
Yeah. Or even Friends alumni David Schwimmer in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah,
he's fucking hilarious. I
have nothing against. I don't have anything against these actors.
Yeah, because I do like some of their side projects.
I love David Schwimmer in Madagascar. Excellent. Oh my god!
It's another phone drop. Just in
how
case,
many times
in case you're not an avid
happen?
listener, I drop a phone like every fucking episode.
Every episode, this guy.
I'm just leaving it this time because I don't want to have another 5 repeat like last time. But yeah, fucking. Hey, that was actually a topic on the radio. Was your favorite Friends actor movie or whatever? Like, people were saying like Office Space with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, dude, that's excellent. But I think Just Go With It. It's got to be my favorite Jennifer
Somebody
Aniston.
said Just Go With It. I've never seen it. It sounded like a dumb premise for a movie.
It is ridiculous.
Is it stupid?
It is.
It doesn't sound
It's an
good.
Adam Sandler original.
Yeah,
Adam Sandler's fucking fat
Happy
ego
Madison.
where he gets the hottest woman in the planet being a doofus.
I saw an internet article once
that's one guy that I'll never get behind.
Dude,
I didn't never get behind that guy.
Dude, I saw this article that was,
but he has some good movies.
Had a huge, had all of his movies, and it showed the year that they came out and his age and the relationship that he had in the movie and their age. And it started out with him having actresses that were like a year apart from him or like the same age. And as he got older, the actress of his love interest got younger.
Yeah, he can't let it go, man.
Yeah, it's just...
He's just like this notorious Lothario. That's how he sees himself.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about Adam Sandler's draw. I mean, I love The Wedding Singer. I love...
That's one
I love Happy Gilmore. You don't like The Wedding
No,
Singer?
I don't like The Wedding Singer.
What?
Happy Gilmore's like whatever. Like when I was getting into golf, it was funny, but
Yeah.
I'm more of a 51st Dates kind of guy.
I mean, that movie's okay. It's not bad.
It's and then like I said, or Click. So that's a tearjerker.
I watched
That
part
is
of
a
it.
tearjerker.
I
You
mean,
wanna
I'll watch
cry?
anything with Christopher Walken, man. Christopher Walken is my guy. I mean, who cares if he killed Natalie Wood? But, you know.
Speaking of Netflix,
Yeah.
it's Christmas now. It's the
Yeah.
Christmas season.
Have they unloaded the holiday specials? Or?
They haven't unloaded. I don't know if I've noticed that, but
I've watched Pee Wee Herman's holiday special in the middle of the year.
I've got to watch that. I've never seen
Dude,
it.
it's fucking great.
What I did see, and I told you should watch it. I don't know if you did. You got a lot of time on your hands.
Oh, you did tell me, but I did not.
Bad Santa.
I didn't watch it last night.
Bad Santa has got to be one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's
Is
Billy.
it a
it's,
tearjerker.
it's Billy Bob Thornton playing Billy Bob Thornton,
Yeah.
an alcoholic, sex-crazed maniac who is a Santa Claus
A mall
in
Santa.
a mall Santa, but for a very different reason than you would think. You got to watch the movie to find out.
Okay.
That he's not a mall Santa because he's a deadbeat. He is a deadbeat, but that's not the reason why he's a mall Santa.
He would continue being a deadbeat without the mall Santa job.
Yes, but that's the
But
only way that
there's
he could
a
survive
reason.
by being the mall Santa. If you've seen Bad Santa, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I highly suggest it. That will be the Maximum Chillage suggestion of the week. You want to get into the holiday spirit, not Halloween. You gotta watch Bad Santa. Do you have any of your own that you want to throw out there? You know what I've really been
Holiday
wanting to
movies?
watch?
Well, I just love all the
Krampus.
classics. Though.
I want to watch Krampus
With the
with Paul
the
Rudd.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was the actual one with the German folk tale.
That's what it's about.
Well, I mean, this is a horror movie
Yeah,
with Paul Rudd.
yeah,
Paul Rudd is in that movie.
yeah.
I just don't see that.
I don't either, and that's
don't
why I
see
want to
that.
see it.
Is he the Krampus?
No, he's a member of the family. The premise seems to be, I haven't watched it, the family all gets together for Christmas. They're all expecting to have a great Christmas, but instead the tides turn, and Krampus is I was pointing at a cop car.
Oh,
There's a lot of cops out these days. I don't know what's going on there. Krampus is the ancient German anti-Christmas,
he's
anti-Christ.
He's like Santa Claus, except he goes and punishes children instead of Santa leaving a coal. Like this fool will just bag them up and beat them to fucking pulp.
And this is a real. You can look this up. This is a whole real. Maybe we should have a Krampus
Well,
special.
there's a whole slew of German folk tales that are all just very dark. I mean, most of the Brothers Grimm shit is like German and French and just like way worse than the Disney versions that are presented. But yeah.
So you don't have any suggestions for the people?
Not really. I don't have any like holiday movies. A movie that I saw recently that was a holiday movie was a Ben Affleck movie, and I feel like I never saw Geely. I know it was a bad movie. I feel like this movie was just as bad as Geely. I cannot think of it. It has the fool from Sopranos in there.
Oh.
Okay, so the premise is like he's just this rich dude, and Ben Affleck, he's just this business guy, rich guy. He wants to take his fiance or whatever to the fucking Bahamas or something for Christmas, and she doesn't want to do it. She wants to be with her family, and at that point, she just like breaks it off with him, and he just goes through a weird thing, and he decides to go home to his hometown, and he's there
in Boston.
Probably.
Okay.
No, I don't remember where it was. But fucking Tony Soprano answers the door, sees this guy on his knees, like praising his tree, and hits him over the head. He ends up offering him and his family tons of money, like $100,000 to just be his family for the holidays, and it's a stupid movie. I watched it. I watched it all the way through though. And it's just ridiculous, and it gets even more ridiculous after that. And yeah,
That's the thing about Christmas movies, though. I feel like they are allowed to be ridiculous.
are they though? Not to that point.
On December
though.
1st, I decided to wake up and I put on Beethoven's Christmas. ridiculous movie.
Well, but those are sequel movies. Those aren't part of the original franchise with original writers. Those are movies that are banking off of the notoriety of the first movie.
Good. So good, though.
And no, but I'm saying, like, those movies are not from the original writers. They just sell the rights to somebody to continue the story in the franchise, and, like, you know, they are not good. They know that it's crap. They produce it just knowing that people are going to buy it because they like the first movie, and yeah.
I don't know if I can stand by that because, like, Home Alone 2.
Yeah. What about it?
That's the second sequel. Great movie.
Okay, but that's still involved with John Hughes. John Hughes still had involvement with that movie. Home Alone 3, he had no involvement.
Is that the one with the different kid?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Speaking of that,
I'm not saying all sequels are inherently bad.
It had the bad guy or lady, I can't remember which one, from the original Beethoven.
They're just a typecast character that, yeah, that's sad.
So, you've been out of town, right? We're going to move on.
Was I out of town?
Have you been out of town?
I don't know.
It seems like...
No, I was out of town.
Seems like you only post when you're out of town, so that's how...
That's not true.
It's a giveaway.
No, yeah, I was in San Jose for a minute.
San Jose?
Yeah, just chilling,
What were you doing in San Jose?
Just
what
wanted to go
business
chill.
do you have in San Jose?
To just chill, bro.
With anybody in particular?
Nobody in particular.
You went and got a hotel room.
I didn't go get a hotel room.
You just went for the day?
Yeah, man.
All right. Can you explain to us what you did there?
Oh, nothing, man.
Oh, that's not where you did that?
I chilled. What are you talking about? Did what?
So Michael now has his medical marijuana card.
Oh, no. I got that yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll explain to you the process. Here.
So he has some paper. It's laminated.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know it's legit.
Yeah. Well, let me get out my phone.
Off of there.
Oh, dude, there's nothing on
disgusting.
it though. It's like clean. It's a clean snot. Oh man, I got to get my phone for this because I want to show you
It looks very
the
janky.
Green Doctor. Okay, so I went to the Green Doctor in Fresno.
Shout out to the Green Doctor.
It's off of Ingram in that little industrial
By the methadone
area.
clinic, yeah.
Is there a methadone clinic?
I think so.
No, dude. I didn't see one, at least. It's a nice area. Well, anyways, I went over there. You pay. Okay, I went to the door. Nobody's in the waiting room. I just hear a voice saying, "Come in." And I'm like, "Hello?" And I couldn't tell because there's other rooms down the hallway.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell where they are. Just around the corner. And I'm starting to go around the corner, and I see this dog stand up behind a glass door to my left, and it's a bull mastiff. Those things are fucking huge.
Pretty big.
And he didn't bark or anything, but he stood up, and I was like, oh, shit. And then there's a girl that looks like she used to play in The Millionaires that's behind a desk. If you don't know The Millionaires, just look them up.
A scene girl.
Like former scene girl. You know what I mean? Like there's an aesthetic, that's still kept. She ended up taking my ID, told me to wait in the waiting room for a little bit and fill out this paperwork. And it's just some paperwork, and you give a reason why you're there.
What reason did you use?
Tendinitis. No, I didn't do that. But yeah, so you go there, and then you hand them your shit, and they say, okay, so just wait over here. I'm going to contact the doctor. I'm going to take you into this room, and he'll be on a webcam, and you just have your consultation with him, and he will give you a recommendation. And I'm like, all right. So, I waited like 2 minutes. She got on the phone with him. I could hear her talking and giving my name to him. And so I should actually show you the image. His name is Dr. Chilumbo. Dr. Chilumbo. Now,
not to be confused with the chill version of Columbo.
Oh, he actually, I found his Instagram. The fool has like 10,000 followers. I found his Instagram, and as a nickname, he goes by Dr. Chill. Now, this man, I mean, he had like 20 rings on his fingers, a bunch of like silver necklaces, and like I thought it was a bandana, but I'm looking at all of his pictures. I think he just had a weird knitted like fishnet cap thing on, and he had
What's his
these
at? I wanna look
big
this guy up.
sunglasses that were blue, and he okay, so this is a picture of him. This is actually him toned down.
Okay.
That's Dr. Chilumbo.
Dr. Chilumbo. What's his fucking thing?
I found his.
What's his Instagram?
I think it was K _ what was it? I don't remember. Well, I can look it up right now. Where is it? So if any of you guys want to see the Green Doctor, it's a pretty easy ordeal. I can't find his Instagram right now.
All right.
He does have like 10,000 followers though, and he's constantly posing with his hands in the air and like 20 fucking rings on his finger. I googled a bit more about him, and what he's primarily is not a Green Doctor consultation person. He works in LA, and he's a gynecologist.
Oh, wow.
I don't know who the fuck would go and not walk the fuck out as soon as you saw this guy. He had one of those necks that was like glistening. You know what I mean? Like, you're wondering, like, was he just running? Why is he walking in this video as he's talking to me? Where's he going? That's so important. He's obviously not in an office. He's not in a coat, and he's just on his phone. And he talked to me for maybe about 5 minutes.
Yeah, what did he say?
Well, he says, what do you want? You eat an edible in the morning, it takes about an hour. Eat one in the morning, one at night, he coughed a couple times, and he was like, all right, we'll get you a recommendation, and you're all set, ready to go. And I was like, all right, thanks, man. So, Karamo. His name is Karamo Ashabir N. I don't know why he decided to abbreviate the N. Chilumbo MD. And man, so I got this official thing, that paper I can carry
Did they
around.
laminate it for you, or did you laminate it?
No, they asked if I wanted to laminate it. I was like, yeah, sure. And then I got the card too. You can get it with that or with the card.
And you got it with both, just to be safe.
I got it with both because this is easier to carry around than that.
Yeah.
So if I was ever stopped and I had 7 grams on me, then I can say, well, it's for medicinal purposes.
Let me see this thing.
This allows you
I don't
to
even want to touch it. You're sick.
Yeah, man.
see
Look,
it.
It's got an official seal.
Yeah, I see that.
It's got this. It's
It says Green Doctor Evaluations.
yeah, that's just the company name.
He looks
does it.
dead in this picture.
Hey, that's just my actual California ID picture that they took a copy of.
That
and
looks
put on
like
there.
a shell of a man.
Oh, well, I was a shell of a man 3 years ago when I took that picture.
An ID number. State law allows 20 immature or 6 mature. Are you going to take advantage of that?
What, the growing plants? Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. It seems like there's a lot of care to it.
24-hour evaluation, or what's that?
Oh, no, there's a number on here to back me up in case I ever got stopped. There's a 24-hour hotline.
Do you ever have that much weed on you that you need this card?
No.
Is it so you can go to the places in Fresno and get weed now?
I can go get weed at medicinal places and not have to pay the there's a lot of tax on those recreational shops. Like there's almost like a 40 to 50 there's almost like a 40 to 50% tax on it, and which is, it's great for the cities like Woodlake, small fucking town, almost no population. Don't need that many officers really. They're adding 3 officers on this year, full-time officers. That's a lot of money.
A benefit of taxes?
It is. And they're adding their city a fucking miniature water park.
Oh, wow.
For a city that has, it's like, they're like the size of Del Rey,
yeah.
For point of reference of anybody in the valley. Then they gave me this nice little handy sheet for the different strains and what they're good for. Mm-hmm. Like, I was unaware that sativa strands were good for GI conditions, there's a lot of stuff here.
You brought a little brown paper bag with you.
I brought a brown little paper bag because you were asking what I got.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
So actually, these
What's
are all for a
let me
gift.
see this thing.
These are all edibles.
Wow. Okay,
we got some chocolate edibles. They're 10 milligram doses.
Milk chocolate. That'll give me the runs.
Oh, those are all chocolates.
High and dark chocolate. That won't give me the runs. Cannabis infused white chocolate.
Now,
That's
those
not
are
even
all
chocolate.
indicas. I don't really use indicas
He got
much.
some watermelon, 260 milligrams per bag, 20 milligrams per gummy. I don't really know what that
Ooh,
means.
20 milligrams. That's actually kind of a heavy dose.
Are these the ones that'll knock you on your ass?
Okay, so 10 milligrams for people that don't really use that much, that will definitely do the job for you. A 20 milligram dose, you're definitely going to fall asleep and just be fucking in the couch. I mean, there's people like Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
everybody knows he's, big on weed. That fool does,
How many
on the
milligrams?
regular,
In a
every
million.
now and then he'll do full 1,000 milligrams, which is a full gram. Now, Chewy, in this pen is a gram. This is the other thing I got.
Lap chapstick.
So 1 gram is 1,000
invisible.
milligrams. This fool's taking this amount of dosage in one sitting, which is too insane, man. But then again, he has a high tolerance.
That's the cartridge holder.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
okay.
where this came in. And so this is a hybrid sativa dominant. And
I'll take a hit of that while you're on the air.
no,
Really?
Just
do it.
No, I'm sick, man. I don't know if I want to
Get
be
you better.
smoking
That's why you went to the doctor, dummy.
They don't cure cold viruses. That's not a claim of medicinal purposes of marijuana. But yeah, if they had antiviral properties,
I'm gonna take some
I'd be
emergency after
smoking
this.
all of this. But yeah, oh shit,
It's leaking.
is it?
It's
no,
leaking.
no, it's not. Anyways, very interesting. Oh shit, fuck! This is a cheap product. Consumers beware.
It's leaking.
What the fuck? Oh fuck.
Do you need a towel or something?
No. Yeah.
Use that laminated paper.
Fuck. You know what? So I went all the way to Goshen. I didn't have to. There
It's
is
leaking on his hand as we speak.
no. Okay, so there is a medicinal shop in Fresno
Yeah,
now, also in
downtown,
that
wherever-
same area. Where-
Downtown, right? On Olive Avenue?
No, I'm talking about they probably started opening up already because the council just approved it. So yeah, I didn't have to go to Goshen. I went to Goshen to Canna Can Help, and don't buy this product, Cali Vice. It's a hybrid. It's very cheaply put together. It looks like fucking just busted on me. That's actually kind of expensive, kind of a letdown, man.
You
Because
just smoked some.
well,
Just-
yeah, you just gotta smoke all 1,000 grams. I
Dude,
mean,
you
all
should.
1,000 milligrams. No, I'd be one of those people calling the 911
It'll be
talking
Joe
about
Rogan meeting
dying.
Joe Jogan. If you haven't seen that video, look it up.
Oh man,
Joe Rogan, somebody edited a video very well where Joe Rogan's talking to himself. Oh, he's hitting it. Oh, man, there's a little blue light at the bottom. And then he's holding it, going out his nose.
and honestly, you don't actually
There's
have to
a
hold
lot
it
there.
too much.
Oh,
but,
wow.
yeah.
Just blowing epic clouds.
I don't want to be that guy blowing epic clouds.
So,
You got to cough to get off, Chewy.
oh, man, I worked with a guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop coughing. It's not good. He sounds like he's dying every time. That smells like lemon. Is it lemon?
I don't know. What
Very,
it is.
very lemony.
I'm like
very citrusy.
very upset about this. Oh, this is
Okay, I'm gonna get you some
a
duct tape.
faulty
How about that?
product
I've seen people do that.
on these.
Yeah. We're back. I had to get Michael some. He's taking another hit. I had to get him some industrial duct tape that I had because his shit legitimately broke on air. That's a lot of smoke, man. It's a good amount of smoke. You haven't even finished it, huh? You're embarrassed. There it is. There's a Puff the Magic Dragon in here. Did that fix it though?
I
For the
think
most
so.
part.
I think so.
So
Honestly, maybe I stepped on it earlier. I don't know, man. I mean, it was probably my fault. It probably wasn't the faulty product. I don't know.
So you said today.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
About what?
What you're gonna do later?
Call in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to call in. Not for the weed, but because I'm fucking sick, man. I have
You're
the
well
suds.
enough to be here.
Yeah, but
are your
later I'm going to be
parameters?
sitting in the fucking car when it's probably raining and just sitting out in the cold. I don't want to do that for hours.
Speaking of, so I went to Costco to get people's gifts. This year, I'm kind of anti-gifts. I've never been like that.
Yeah.
You know me as a person.
Yeah.
I love buying things for people.
Yeah.
But just thinking about all the people I had to buy gifts
Yeah.
gives me anxiety, dude. I got all my
that's
friends.
what this is good for.
I got all my friends. All of Katie's family.
That's too many people.
All
you know
my
too
family.
Many people.
I know too many people. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I'm too nice, and I can't not buy people things. So I just decided, I'm not going to buy anybody shit. Nobody deserves a goddamn thing. I'm going to buy Katie an expensive present, and then that'll be it. And Katie gave me the most shit. She was like, you have to buy people things. It's a way of showing that you care. And it's like,
is that what the holiday's about? I don't think that was in Mr. Bailey's, It's a Wonderful Life spiel. I don't think Kevin McAllister at the end when he reunites with his family, it's all about the gifts. I don't think, in Bad Santa, whenever he's, donking somebody in a bathroom, it's about the gifts. Have we just become a consumerist society to the point where even a supposedly sacred holiday is about the fucking gifts? I mean, I think we argued for that point last time when we were talking about Turbo
you just
Man.
pulled out a whole bag of gifts, so I don't know what to...
Well, yeah, because actually this is the only thing that's mine. I that's all for other people. So, but those are gifts of medicine, Chewy.
I'll give everybody a bottle of apple cider vinegar. You're going to use this some way or another this year.
It's like, hey, I think you like to clean. Here's some apple cider vinegar. Hey, you know what? You've been gaining some extra poundage. Supposedly, this is good for that. Hey, you know what? I noticed that your nails have been a little thin. Your hair looks like it's falling out. Apple cider vinegar, my man.
Some way or another, you're going to use that. The other thing I was going to do is buy gift cards with the exact amount of
an item
of a Taco Bell crunchy taco, and give it as a gift.
You have to. I think you have to add a $5 minimum.
Is there?
I don't think you can add unless there's already money on it. Like I don't think
I'm gonna go buy it and wear it down until it's to the price of $1 a taco. And my whole catchphrase is, "You're laughing, but you're gonna use it." I was also thinking about getting the exact price of a hot and ready, which fluctuates by geographic location.
Yeah, some are $5.55.
Yeah. I wanted to do that because I feel like that's a good gift.
I know
You're gonna
a
use
consumerist food podcast every
Yeah.
now and then. Have you tried the thin crust shit from Little Caesars?
Oh no, but it sounds delicious. I'm a big fan of thin crust.
Not a fan. It's fucking terrible.
I've been getting the Brooklyn style crust at Domino's lately. Fuck.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh,
but
you gotta get it.
I will say I like
But you know what?
thin crust pizza.
I don't know if I like
East Coast style. This is bullshit. This is really bad.
I'll have to try it out.
It's like cracker.
Ooh, I like that though.
No, but not.
Ooh,
like
that's
that
good.
Let me put it this way.
Not filling though. You gotta get a side of cheese bread.
No, no, it's not filling. But like, okay, you know how like on a good thin crust pizza, you're supposed to be able to fold it.
Sure.
This
it's
one,
too crispy?
it just cracks.
Yeah.
Cracks. It's not like crispy like it's burnt. It's just cracks, and it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just
So I went
not
Black
good.
Friday shopping. We didn't have an episode last week. Was there a specific reason why we didn't? Were you busy?
No,
I didn't hit you up?
neither of us hit each other up.
Yeah, it happens. I went Black Friday shopping. I know we were talking about this. I got duped. I'll talk about that.
You got duped?
I got duped.
Oh.
But I went actually on Gray Thursday, right after Thanksgiving.
Is that an official name right now?
I think so, yeah.
I don't like it at all.
Gray Thursday.
I don't even like that you're
So
using it.
Katie's cousin, dude, she makes a lot of money. A fuck ton. So to her, going out and spending money, it ain't a thing.
Yeah.
So she gets done and she's like, "Do you guys want to go shopping?" And she seems kind of like, she's very not a crackhead at all.
Uh-huh.
But the idea of spending money made her a
Yeah.
fiend.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You guys want to go spend money? You want to go get some deals? You got them deals?" And Katie's like, "Yeah, let's go." And I'm like, "Katie, neither of us have any fucking money to be spending on this shit." She's like, "Yeah, but the deals are today." And I was like, "Did you not listen to my podcast and tell me that you liked it?" And she's like, "Yeah, but I still want to go." And her cousin, we drive all the way to Modesto from Merced. It's about an hour. Go to the Modesto Mall. They start going to the Victoria's Secret. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not like that kind of guy who's like, this is too girly for me. But I was like, there's too many people here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go outside. I'm going to make my way to the food court.
Oh.
You know what was very empty? The food court.
Oh.
Got myself a nice New York style slice of cheese pizza.
See, I'd go all out. I'd go.
I did
That day.
Yeah, I'll continue.
King's platter.
No.
Something from everything.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Shit! Somebody wanders by the empty food court in the middle of the night on Great Thursday, Black Friday Eve, and you're just there with fucking a dish from You got some fucking spring rolls from the Asian place. You got a fucking
there was a
corn
Thai
dog.
place. Can you believe that?
Oh, I like
a Thai
that, man.
place.
I like some pad Thai.
Yeah, I
just had pad Thai on Monday
from Pad Thai.
From Pad Thai.
Fuck you! That place is delicious.
That's a good place.
That's honestly the best Thai food I've ever had.
It's really good.
I've been to quite a few Thai places. Nothing holds a candle to Pad Thai.
That Pad Thai.
That's a King's platter though. Is that an actual term or is that? You just
made
it up.
Made it right now.
The Admiral's Feast.
I think I like Admiral's Feast, dude.
Yeah, so I got that beautiful New York style slice of cheese pizza and a stuffed spinach and broccoli slice. So you know those stuffed pizzas?
I don't think I fuck with this. I don't
it was
know,
pretty
dude.
good. You don't like spinach and broccoli? You don't like the way that sounds?
It's
delicious.
I like them. I don't know if I've ever had them together.
Oh man, you gotta try that. Oh yeah, it is.
Spinach and broccoli is a thing usually.
Oh yeah,
like paired in dishes. I can't even think of one dish.
Quiche, spinach and broccoli quiche.
Oh shit, that is spinach and broccoli. I'll fuck with some spinach and broccoli. You got me sold now, Chewy.
Oh, speaking of quiches, I wanted to talk about that.
Quiche?
As you know, have you seen that?
No,
that video.
I don't know what you're talking.
It's a little girl, and she's a little girl, and she's in her room.
Yeah,
and she has a doll that's laying on the bed. And she's like, Miss Tisha, Miss Tisha,
no,
Miss Tisha. Oh my fucking god, she's fucking dead.
At the end, I think I may have seen that. That does sound
pretty good. I and Katie and I went to Costco, like I said. Again, if you don't go to Costco during the holidays, that shit is legitimately lit. Like, there's nothing like Costco during the holidays. They have the best shit, dude. All the best shit that you see sprinkled throughout the year.
Did you get a 55-inch TV?
I didn't.
Oh.
How much is that?
It was like, I don't know if it still is, but it was like $3.39.
I'm looking more at the food. Is what I'm talking about. The pumpkin rolls. Those are delicious.
I've never had one. I think we've talked about this.
And then
I've never had one still.
The other thing was what are they? Oh, the cheese flight. I really want to buy that. Have you seen that?
What are you talking about?
It's like a cheese flight. Cheese of the world board, $20. And it comes with like 6 different cheeses. The one in Clovis has it. I just saw it.
I was gonna say those are fancier Costco's than.
Oh, you work at a trash Costco?
Well, I don't work at a trash Costco. I work at a. It's just a different clientele. They're not looking for world of cheeses at my Costco. At least the good 95% are not.
I am getting that as a gift. I'm gonna give somebody a bottle of $7 wine.
Oh,
and a cheese flight. The Fresno State, 2 for 2 for $7 or whatever.
Tailgate.
Yeah, tailgate red. That's a cheap gift. If you're looking for cheap gifts and you're in the Central California,
pretty decent wine.
I mean, it's a viniculture fucking college. I would expect it to be at least decent. If you're looking for a cheap gift, Costco has 2 for, is it $8.99?
It's like $7.99, $8.99.
Real cheap. Like 2 bottles of red wine. You can't go wrong. Give that as a gift. Call it a day. They just want to fucking don't touch my speaker like that. They just won a national championship. Michael's touching my fucking paper cone speaker with his finger like an idiot. Have you ever seen a paper cone speaker dented? It's because a child did that.
Oh, man. I mean...
Don't touch it.
I was just checking it out.
TT Mike's final thoughts.
Mental health is a serious thing. I usually joke about it. But,
would you say this is helping your mental health? Because for a while, I'm gonna be straight up. I will call you out in front of these listeners.
Ooh, don't do it.
You're a little down in the dumps, dude. You seem like you were kind of like.
I've always. Legitimately, TBH. We want to get candid here. That's been me my whole life. That's just how I was hardwired, and I don't even have a hard life, Chewy. I have a pretty easy
life
and pretty blessed life.
This guy's gonna fucking walk into owning a house.
I don't believe
this guy just walked into
walking into
homeownership.
owning it. It's not home ownership.
To play it down all you want. That's what it is.
Anyways,
walking right in.
what I'm saying is, Chewy, is I don't believe in entities and things, but the forces of the universe, the
blessed you with
forces
marijuana.
of the universe. No, I'm saying that I actually have a like what do you got to complain about, Tiki Mike? And for some reason, I get a little bit of the blues at times, and I will say that at times I don't want to be fucking dependent on anything, be that weed or whatever other self-medications I do, but I will say that a little break here and there, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, when I take this little break, it does actually
does wonders.
It does. And the next day I feel wellness. I don't I'm not high. The THC is out of my system, but it does, have some kind of interaction with my brain chemistry that has been flawed since nature's inception of me. It gives me a little bit of a nice little break.
That's good. I was at Hobby Lobby actually, and I saw a Christmas rope that looked good for
hanging.
And I was like, "Here's Michael's gift."
Well, there's holidays right around the corners.
I know it's not funny, but it's just an ongoing thing with Tiki, Mike,
that's the thing though, Chewy. If I lost the ability to laugh at it, fuck, I'll use that rope right now. I'll make a spectacle of the whole thing. No, I mean honestly, that's the thing. You can't lose, humor about things like that, and
is there any humor?
There is humor. There really is. And if I didn't have that humor as my coping mechanism, fuck, I would have used the last rope you gave me, which you gave me during Christmas, along with a soundtrack of various John Bryan and Elliott Smith songs.
Well, it was the I Heart Huckabee soundtrack.
Yeah. Yep.
So that is helping you. Continue with your final thoughts.
Possibly.
Then.
I mean, I've only been on this for like 3 months, really. I'm my final thoughts are, it's kind of a cheers to the city council, even though Fresno City Council only did it for a monetary gain because they saw the success of Wood Lake. I'm glad that some people are generally now becoming more open to it. I've always been open to it, even though I never used. And now that I'm using, I'm just glad. And that's a happy Tiki Mike thought at the end.
Oh, well, until next time. Goodbye.